The Santa Claus rally in the stock market didn't happen, and the last few trading days of this year have been very volatile. Today's trading session was volatile, and the stock market closed mixed because higher bond yields and inflation expectations weighed on the market. The 10-year bond yield hit close to 4.7%, getting close to this cycle's high of slightly over 5%. That's partially because investors are starting to think that the Fed shouldn't have cut interest rates as much as they did at the end of 2024, at the end of last year, considering some inflationary pressures, especially because of the incoming Trump administration with the uncertainties about tariffs and immigration policies. And the Fed meeting minutes today from the December meeting actually showed some uncertainty with them in regards to the economic effects of Trump's policies. So that's something we have to watch. But at the end of the day, I don't think bond yields will stop the bull market we're seeing in AI and technology stocks and even quantum stocks. NVIDIA is having an $85 billion investment in data centers this year, and that's up from $45 billion from last year. Foxconn had record earnings, so that's partly due to due to all the NVIDIA AI chips they've been buying. So it shows that the AI chips Foxconn's been buying is powering into their earnings. It's translating into that, so that's good news. We also had Jensen Huang at the CES show. He was the keynote speaker. He's the NVIDIA CEO, pretty much saying that AI has a lot more room to run, it was almost like a concert vibe and not really like a tech CEO speaking, talking about agentic AI, that we're going to have AI agents in the workforce help us to do various tasks. And I think a lot of software engineers will use AI agents first, and it might translate into some other white-collar work to have AI agents work alongside you. There's going to be new AI gaming chips that NVIDIA uses in data centers to personal computers. So, that's really good news in the personal computing revolution. On top of that, we're going to have, he was talking more about physical robots being a $1 trillion opportunity, as well as autonomous driving. And I think right now Tesla's biggest competition is NVIDIA in terms of robots and autonomous driving. So I think it's good to own both stocks. But there's so much demand we're seeing with artificial intelligence from these companies, and that's partly why Foxconn did so well in their earnings report, that I think the tailwinds of AI will still outweigh the headwinds and worries from the uncertainties about Trump's upcoming immigration and tariff policies. Obviously, we have to see. And then today we also had a really big quantum computing stock sell-off, partially due to Jensen Huang's comments at the CES speech, saying that quantum computing is a technology that'll likely be 15 to 30 years away in terms of mass use cases. Right now, we're using it for ultra-specific mathematical use cases, which, in terms of the Google Willow chip, solving that complex problem in 5 minutes that it would have normally taken a normal classical computer 10 septillion years, 10 to the 25th power years. But in terms of mass use for and generalized use cases, Jensen Huang thinks it's 15 to 30 years away. And I think that's partially true. And a lot of quantum computing stocks like IonQ, Rigetti, QBTS, and QUBT sold off 40 to 50% today. Look, they're very risky, and they ran up a little bit too fast, too soon. But at the same time, this is a revolutionary technology and could pretty much further propel some of the benefits in artificial intelligence, especially for biology, material science, physics, solving hard math problems. And look, they're very risky, very volatile, and it was appropriate for the sell-off to happen today on them, especially after Jensen's comments. But I think it might be appropriate to maybe put up maybe 1 to 2% of your portfolio in those stocks, a very small percentage, knowing that they're very volatile. But I think the upside is very, very strong from here. And I like a company called BTQQF. They're the quantum cybersecurity company, and I think they'll be the post-quantum CrowdStrike, pretty much securing cryptography, financial institutions' data, and government data. Obviously, we have to see they're very small, but even though quantum computing stocks had a big sell-off today, rightfully so, I think after that sell-off, it's a prime opportunity to maybe at least get some exposure on maybe a 1 to 2% allocation. But overall, as I said earlier, the worries about bond yields spiking and the uncertainty with Trump's economic policies should be outweighed by the growth of and productivity gains of AI and quantum computing.